Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome to Valkyria Chronicles, on the PC no less. This one's going to be really exciting, and we're going to just go ahead and get started with this. I played a tiny little bit of this just to make sure everything should be balanced, but let's let the game do the talking now.
The year was 1935 EC. Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral ragnite for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on. The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche. Prologue. Gallia to arms.
This is about the time we're going to come in. So, just a quick little bit of information. This is a strategy game at its core, though definitely different than most. And I've said it once before, but I'm not going for A ranks. Want to keep that in mind. This is also the PC version, as you can tell by it saying press F for menu. So it looks a little bit different than the PS3 version, but in a good way.
March 1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule. Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. Whoa. Already? Hey there, guys. You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
I love this guy. He's our main character, as you would likely imagine, and he's funny. You'll get to know him.
Freeze! Put your hands in the air. Slowly.
Assuming he doesn't die.
Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are?
The one with the gun. We're with the Bruletown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes. Oh, I know.
Oh, she knows.
And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
You ever just wanted to sketch some fish and then all of a sudden you got arrested? I know. I hate those days.
Fish.
Fish always ruining my day. So in case you didn't notice as well, this game is told in a storybook type of session, and the way we're going to try to do it, we're going to do the prologue and the first chapter in this first episode today, and after that I believe we'll do every episode will be a chapter. Just because that'll keep things rolling along. I've got to make time to talk because the loading times in the PC version are non-existent.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old General's house? That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara. You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right? Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is. Huh?
That look in his face.
I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am, or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Oh no!
Over there! Come on!
Monsters gunning down the civilians!
Damn it!
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
Oh boy, here it comes, here it comes. Our first actual, section of the game. I'm going to be skipping a lot of these tips because I can explain them to you. That was just telling us how to save, very easy stuff.
Okay, here's the plan.
Okay. We've got to eliminate the Imperial scouts that are approaching Brule. We'll deploy from here and take out all 3 of them. Just cross the bridge and take them down as fast as you can. Our objective here is to eliminate all enemies. Let's take care of them one at a time, nice and easy.
Let's get started. Just stay calm and get it done.
Oh, this music. Oh, I love the music in this game. It's so good.
I see 3 of them.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp. Listen a second. There's something I should explain.
Alright, what are we learning about? Command points. Okay, so the reason this is a strategy game is because you've got a certain number of command points. And every time you move a unit, it costs command points. As shown right there. Using a command point, in most cases, will remove 1. However, there'll be other cases later where they'll require multiple command points to do something. So that means for our foot soldiers here who each use 1 command point, we have 3 moves total. Also, look at this. I love it on the map screen. You have animated moving things and shadows and stuff. Oh, this game is so beautiful looking. Anyway, let's start out with Welkin here. This is obviously the very tutorial section. So, they're going to tell us about action points. Action points limit how much a unit can move, and different units have different amounts of action points. Right now they want us to move up to the sandbag, so that little yellow bar at the bottom, that tells us how far we can move. Right now we are a scout unit, which we'll learn more about different units later. Yep, You can shoot people with the gun, and this is the important thing that really makes this a strategy game. Whenever you are aiming at somebody, enemies stop shooting at you. Now, when you're not aiming at people, enemies have free reign to return fire, which is why I like this game, because a lot of games like Fire Emblem, when it's your turn, unless the enemy is counter-attacking you, they don't ever, like, get a chance to attack back. Like, it wouldn't make sense to allow an enemy to walk past you and go to your base. You'd try to stop them along the way. Well, this game does that. If you try to, let's say, right now he's facing away from us, so this isn't a great example of that, but if we tried to pass him and he was looking at us, he would actually start trying to shoot at us. Which I think is really cool. Let's see, oh yeah, and they're telling us now, once you've done an attack of some sort, such as we just attacked with our gun, and later when we get more abilities, once you've done some sort of thing other than move, your turn, you can finish walking, but you can't exactly do more moves in the same turn. You have to spend another command point. And what they just told us about was using sandbags and other forms of cover can be useful to keep yourself from taking too much damage, because I believe you take reduced damage. I don't know how much reduced, but you do take reduced damage whenever you're hiding behind sandbags, even if it doesn't realistically make sense. Like, if they're still shooting you in the face, you should still be taking the same amount of damage, but that's the way this game works. If you're hiding behind sandbags, you take less damage. Oh, and that's going to be a hard shot. Obviously, the crosshair is where we're going to be shooting, but the orange circle is our area of margin of error, and a bullet could land anywhere in there.
Yes!
Though generally, more often than not, they will land closer to the center. And I'm going to end up A-ranking this first level just because it's so easy to A-rank, but
here we go.
Like I said, the rest of them we are not going to be A-ranking because not only is it more difficult, but they usually take the fun out of the game for A-ranking, unless you're into that kind of thing, I guess. But for me, they take the fun out of the game because you have to do really awkward things to A-rank. Now, okay, so we're not actually going to get the A-rank because I didn't end up killing him. Okay, so they're saying the faster you complete it, the higher your rank you'll get, the more experience and money you'll get, but it can obviously be more dangerous if you push your units too hard and they end up dying. So we're probably going to end up with a B rank here. And another thing I should mention, which we've just seen, is that if someone attacks you or you attack someone, as long as it's within their range of, their firing range.
I don't see any more of them.
As long as it's within their firing range, they have the opportunity to counterattack. Just once. Oh, we did get an A rank. Oh, I guess it only Okay. Okay, cool. Awesome. Nice way to start the game. Though we're definitely not going to be striving for that. Don't worry. Or if you are worried, then worry, because I'm not doing that.
Miss Melchior, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it.
Ooh, what's that, you might wonder? Don't worry, that's coming back later.
What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant. These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
Aw, man, Valkyria Chronicles. I've been wanting to do a Let's Play on this for a good while now. Oh, I'm excited. If you haven't picked it up yet, by the way, this is obviously...
Chapter 1. In Defense of Brule.
This is obviously based off of World War II. And there's I don't want to spoil anything. I'm assuming most of the people have seen this because this is I think I heard it's a 6-year-old game. I never got it when it was originally around. I only got it maybe like a year and a half ago or something. I don't know. But, you know, hopefully you know by now. But if you don't, I'm not going to spoil it just on the off chance that you haven't seen it. It's based off of World War II, and it deals with topics that a lot of games that are, you know, World War II based never deal with. And I think it's kind of neat for that. Which is part of why it has a really good story. And we'll do chapter 1 here, and we'll finish up this whole chapter, and then we'll be done.
Seeing that old mill spinning again really makes it feel like home sweet home.
I hear that. It really is one of the most beautiful things about this town.
For murdering those 3 people, we now admire our beautiful windmill.
Well, citizens, our enemy can't be far behind. I thank you for your help. Goodbye, and take care.
How's the packing coming along, Ys?
Almost done. I only need to take the everyday basics.
Well, the Empire's got to be close by. Let's hit the road by sundown.
Martha, look! Wilkes is here!
Oh, welcome back, Welkies.
You're still calling me that? Martha, I'm 22 years old. And more important, you shouldn't be running around. Aren't you due any day now?
Ah, a light jog won't hurt the little spud. I should know. I've already had 4 of them.
Hello there. Is Welkin in?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello, Alicia. What brings you here?
Are you here to arrest me again?
I just wanted to apologize. For before. Here. This is for you.
Really? These are for me?
I work at the bakery. Well, I did until the war started anyway. It's where I live, too. That's preserved bread, so it's pretty hard. Heat it up before you eat it, all right? I baked it myself, so the flavor's guaranteed. Best you ever had.
Thanks. Do you want to come in?
Welkin's bringing in all the girls, and he just got here. Popular with the ladies.
Arrested and shot at? You've had a busy day of it, haven't you, Welkies?
And no one seems to be particularly disturbed that we just fought off some people that just murdered some civilians in cold blood right in our village.
And what a lovely lady you are for all that adventuring. Good job, Welkies.
What? Wait, no, it's not like that. Alicia just saved my skin, that's all.
He's right, we just met. I'm not his girlfriend, just his hero.
Oh, that's nice.
Although I'm really hoping to be his friend.
Oh, well, I'm sure you will. Be good to my Welkies here, won't you?
Okay, seriously, Martha, enough with the Welkies already.
You're embarrassing
That's
me.
a lovely portrait. Is that General Gunther?
Yep. It was taken before I was born. But
That's Dad? You're a lucky guy. And who's that with him, there?
My father, Tamer. He was an engineer. The General's tank was his creation.
Wait a minute. But I thought the General was your dad.
My birth parents died when I was a baby. The General was kind enough to take me in as his own after that.
yeah, we're not related by blood, but she's definitely my little sister.
Sorry, was that question too personal?
No, I don't mind at all. I was blessed with two wonderful fathers.
Yeah, I guess you were, huh? Oh, is that really the time? I've got to get going.
Why don't you see her off, Welks? I can take care of the rest of this on my own.
All right, I will. I'll be right back.
See you later, Isara. Safe travels.
Hopefully nothing sinister happens. I don't know. I really like the way that they do this with all the little pictures and the storybook and everything. I think it's a neat way to display a story. Though it does sometimes give you... It lets you see things a little bit before you're supposed to.
Look at this. Bruhl's really becoming a ghost town.
They've been leaving for a while. Just about everyone is evacuated by now. You can't blame them. Tensions are rising with the Empire.
You know, including them sending over people that shot at us.
Survive. The Town Watch will guard and protect the home front. Everyone will come back someday. They'll come back when it's safe again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Welkin, I'm curious. Are you gonna join the army like your father?
I don't think that's for me. What I'd really like to do is be a teacher.
Huh. A teacher?
Yeah. Animals and insects, flowers and plants, they've always been my passion. I've learned a lot from nature. You see, my dad, he protected this country as a general, but it's just that I want to give back in my own way. My own way, you know what I mean?
I think I do. You're sure about it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's deep. In your own way. Ah!
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Sounded like an explosion.
That sound.
Uh-oh. No, our beautiful windmill! It's like we forgot that we're in war or something.
Move it! Come on, let's go!
You're not the nicest of people, I'd have to say. Gunning down innocent civilians.
I don't believe it. The mill.
Oh, but don't worry about the people. Worry about the mill.
Miss Melchiot, the Imperials are attacking. There's a squad of them in town right now.
Get all the Town Watch together, now! We've got to fend them off.
They must be at Mill Plaza. I'll help.
Thanks, Welkin. Now move out! Stay low!
Oh boy, in another section here they're going to teach us a little bit more about battling, and this one should be a little bit more of a full battle here, comparatively. The enemies invaded the Windmill Plaza, and it's taken almost the entire area over. We'll deploy from this position. Hide behind sandbags for cover as you advance towards the plaza. Our goal this time is to eliminate the enemy leader. I'm pretty sure they'll be in the plaza area. Be careful, there may be enemy units hiding behind the buildings out there. Hidden enemies won't show up in the command mode view, so be careful as you make your advance. And that's why it's a little bit more difficult than it seems.
Okay, let's begin. It's up to us to defend Brule.
Because you can only see enemies that your characters can see, basically. Just like a typical strategy game, of course.
Our target is the Imperials in Mill Plaza. Focus on taking down their captain. Breaking the chain of command should at least buy some time for the townspeople to get away.
All right, I got it. Let's all be careful out there.
Got a second?
Oh boy.
Listen close and I'll explain.
More learning. What do we got here? Okay. Basically, in between turns you heal a little bit. So if you take a lot of damage, if you back up, you'll heal. If you go to 0 health, you will collapse on the ground. And let's see. We have no way of helping anybody in critical conditions in this battle, so don't let anyone die. In other battles, we get a medic that can help us take out wounded people. Let's start with Alicia.
My turn, okay?
Oh, this game looks so beautiful. I think it's running a little bit slow, actually. I might have to mess with it slightly. Let's see. When a unit sights an enemy in action mode, a sight line will appear over his or her head. That line connects the unit to the enemy, meaning that the line points in the direction, so it helps you see which enemies can see you, and based on their color, you can see what they are. We can switch between enemies with Q and E. Okay, this is important. So, the number on the left says how many shots with the current weapon that we're using, where we're aiming at. If they land right where the crosshair is pointing, that's how many shots it will take to kill. Yeah. I'll explain more of that in a second. Yep. The shots explain how many weapons a shot will make. These rifles will do 5 shots. And if we were to shoot them anywhere in the body, it'll be a 7-shot kill. But if we manage to land in the head, which are critical shots, we get 2 shots. And that little pink sound is when we get a headshot. Or I think it's actually just when we get a critical hit, but in this case it is a headshot. And those...
Enemy unit spotted!
Yep, we'll end our turn there. Those are always good to aim for if you can, obviously. Also, the mouse controls are actually pretty good in this. Like, they did a decent port with this. Because I was pretty worried, but it's good. Also, you can do crazy things like this that don't make sense. Oh yeah, okay. Another important thing to bring up. So, we've got our friend back there. He's standing. We can't quite hit him in the head from here because there's a board in the way. But if we did, it'd be a 2-shot kill. Now, you notice for this guy, it's a 9-shot kill to the head. And in fact, I think it's a 9-shot kill anywhere, because we can't get a critical hit on somebody who's hiding in cover, I think. So, this won't work quite as well, so we're actually gonna... Oh, dang it. Controls messed with me for a second. Whoops. Yeah, that's dumb. Sorry. So what we'd want to do in this situation... I believe Alicia has what I want right here.
My turn, okay?
We'll try it, hold on. Yes, she has a grenade. Excellent. So what you want to do to people in cover is you want to throw grenades at them, which breaks sandbags, and usually does a fair bit of damage. And we're going to move her up since we're already here. The game's running a little bit slower because I'm recording right now. I'll try to fix it in between recordings, but for now, just live with it if you can. So now the enemy's going to get their turn. One of the few problems that have been noted about this game is that the AI is not the best sometimes. You will watch enemy units make dumb moves occasionally, and that's one of the problems with the game. It doesn't have a lot of problems, but that is one of them, I will say. is that the AI sometimes just does dumb things. Oh yes, you dodged it. Nice. And that's another good thing. If you have, because we can do crossfire attacks whenever it's our turn and we're looking at the enemy and they're moving, it does really help in this game, because then you can create like a wall, and it'll a wall of like fire, and it'll keep enemies from coming towards that way, because they'll either die or they won't come that way. Well, now that he's attracted her attention, she might actually end up killing him. Not quite. You're a bad shot, Mr. Commander guy. And Alicia's a better shot. Alright, I turn again. So our only thing that we have to do this match is get rid of this commander right here, which I thought they changed their names if they were commanders. Okay, well, you know that you'll notice that I can't really point at it because my pointer is what's showing us his information, but at the bottom right of the screen next to the word crouching, you see a little command point thing, sort of like what we have at the top of the screen. That means that enemy unit generally means he's important, and for their team he actually gives them an extra command point when he's out. When he's not dead, I mean. Similar to how Alicia has one next to her, her class right there. So we obviously don't want to lose Alicia because we lose one of our command points.
My turn, okay?
We're going to finish him off really quick. He's a bit too far away, but he's already very wounded, so he should die. Yeah, there we go. Mission completed, maybe?
What's that?
Possibly your...
Sounds like a tank.
Uh-oh. I don't really think our rifles are going to do much to that tank. No. No, they're not. Keep in mind, this isn't exactly a military force we have here. This is like a small-town militia. We're also noticeably missing any armor at the moment, which probably isn't helping. So yeah, now we have to deal with the tank, which, like I said, we really can't do anything. Rifle bullets won't do anything, and in fact, in this game, and they will tell us later, but not right now because we're not actually fighting said tank, that the only weak spot tanks have are that little blue plate on their back. Or, not plate, but the little blue thing, and we'll learn more about what it is later, but for now, just know that that's the tank's weak point. And that we do not have a weaponry required to take that tank out. We are barely doing any damage to it. Tanks also generally have a machine gun on them, which if you get too close to either the side of the machine gun or if they have a rotating machine gun or anything, then you need to be careful because you can take a lot of damage from that.
That's not good. We're not equipped to take out a tank.
Like when they're doing whenever it's our turn, but we're running past them, they can do their crossfire thing where they will start attacking.
I hate to say it, but we should probably pull out for now. Get off this road and into the alley to the east. It's too narrow for a tank to follow. And try to stay behind cover while moving. One blast from that turret and it's over.
True that. Okay, Welkin reaches the destination, which means we don't actually have to get anyone else there, so we are going to primarily control Welkin during this.
Ready to go.
So primary goal, don't get shot by the tank. Actually, primary goal is to get to the end. Also, don't get too close to the tank or we will die. And our goal is to get back in that alley, so we need to clear these people out. Technically, I have been watching people do A ranks. Technically, we don't have to clear these people out. We can kind of just walk past them, but like I mentioned, that's the problem with A ranks, is that they kind of take the seriousness out of this game, because most of the time A ranks just involve running straight past the enemies and not actually attacking many people except for people that are directly in your way. Like if I was trying to go for A rank, I wouldn't have killed that guy. I would have just run past both of these people because I would have taken a small enough amount of damage that I could have helped it. Also, another thing to note, I can't point at it again. At the bottom right of your screen, you'll notice that Welkin has two bars. He has a green bar, which is health, and he has an orange bar. Orange bar is an AP bar.
Ready to go.
Another thing to note, they will likely mention to us in a bit, but every time you reuse a unit during the same move, it costs once again the same extra command point, but you get less AP to use.
Yes!
Also, everyone in this game, for some reason, is totally okay with murdering people, and in fact, they seem rather happy with it. We did it! But yeah, AP gets lower every time you reuse a unit, so you don't want to use them too many times.
Looks like we shook them. What are you doing from here?
If they're rolling in the tanks, there's not much the Town Watch can do.
True that, true that.
We'll try to buy time so everyone can get away. I'll dig in my heels at the main gate and do what I can to stall them.
Okay, I'll head back to my house and grab Isara and Martha, then come back.
Be careful out there, Welkin.
And there you go. Yeah, if we'd done that one turn quicker, I think we would have gotten an A rank, but once again, I'm not going for it. A few other things to note. Base results are what you get for clearing the mission, I believe? No. Clear results. Clear results are what you get for clearing the mission, depending on what rank you got. Base results are what you get on clearing the mission, regardless of your rank. Then there's enemy leader bonus, which was that one guy we took out at before the tank came. If there's an enemy ace you take out, you usually get some more stuff, and then you get stuff for clearing out tanks. And experience and money, which is the DCT, are very important in this game. It is possible...
Chapter 2. Escape from Prologue.
It is possible that I may have to grind for a little bit without recording just to get a little bit more money. Depends on how well I do. Because the better you do, the more money you get, the less likely you have to grind. The less money you get, you might have to go back and play a level again for some more money. But that's going to be it for today. Let me know what you guys think. I really do like this game, and it really is good. If you haven't seen it, it does have a very good story. And this is probably one of the few strategy games I think would actually be fun to watch. Because a lot of times, strategy games, and once again I'm pulling up Fire Emblem, I know there's other strategy games, but like, Fire Emblem is a fun game to play, but not to watch. But I feel like this game is a little bit different in that it's actually interesting to watch. Just my thoughts. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and next time we will continue from here, probably doing one chapter per episode unless the chapter is particularly short. Which I think these first few ones might be, but the later ones definitely will not be. Anyway, see you next time. Bye!